And and we are live. Back playing Baldur's Gate again. This time with less crippling drunkenness and more success. I went back through the last episode just to kind of make sure I hadn't broken anything, and I broke the sequence I wanted to do a little bit. I went to Larswood first, and I meant to go to Pelvale first, so we're gonna fix that right quick to start things off. But other than that, despite my extremely high level of intoxication, the pacing was definitely off, and it took much longer than it should have, but I'm still actually doing okay. Which, kind of makes me giggle, but it's alright. Hey, Lone Wonder. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing great. I'm very glad it's nearly the weekend. Very glad. Stream tonight, one more work day. Then I'm free and clear. For all of 48 hours, but it's alright. Get to do 2 long streams this weekend. That's always exciting. Do one Saturday afternoon / evening, and haven't decided exactly when on Sunday. There's some other things I want to do, so I'm probably not going to go the full 12 to 14 hour marathon I sometimes do on Sunday, but we'll have a long one, like 6 to 8 hour range, if that's okay with everybody. Hi Tim, hi Infinimora, hi Carefree. There are going to be streams both days this weekend, Carefree. Saturday or Sunday, your pick. I was just saying right before you popped in, I haven't made up my mind about timing on Sunday. Probably do not a marathon one, like not a 12 to 14 hour, but a long one, like 6 to 8. And something similar Saturday night. I'm planning to start as soon as I get home from babysitting my nephew on Saturday. So I have the countdown listed at 5 o'clock. It might be earlier than that. We'll see. But I'll probably go until... Well, I might want to go out and sing karaoke that night, so yeah, probably 6 to 8 hours both days. With some wiggle room on when those things happen. But yeah, it'll be good. I'm planning to do all Baldur's Gate for those, and because I feel like we can easily finish Chapter 3 tonight. I would like to get through Chapter 5 over the weekend if I can. It's kind of a tall order because Baldur's Gate is huge. It's like 6 Baragoth-sized city maps. Like when you finally get into Baldur's Gate, it's divided into 6 sections, and each section is like the size of Baragoth. Like Baldur's Gate is big, and Baldur's Gate, the city, is Chapter 5. But I'm hoping we can get through Chapter 5 by the end of the weekend. That's the aspiration. Alright, that's enough dinking around.
My honor is my life.
Jump back in. This isn't where I left off streaming. That's where I left off checking things and trying to making sure things were fixed. So, let me check everyone's ammunition, first of all. Everyone uses arrows anyway. Oh, that's right. I have Protag carrying Imoen's arrows. I remember. Alright, Protag.
Yes?
You pick up everything that needs to be identified.
You're a queer fellow.
Imoen, you pick up... We just gotta finish looting these boys.
My honor is my life.
What now, I wonder?
identify these things. Alright, now, I failed pretty majestically trying to read the Arrow of Ice flavor text last time. So, this arrow is magically enhanced so as to burst into a rolling ball of ice and cold when fired. When the arrow strikes its victim, a shock of cold will travel through its body, both burning and numbing to the very core. 1d6 plus 1d6 cold damage. No, I haven't bought a new coffee machine. And here's an arrow plus 1. Got Imoen carrying stacks of those. No reason to deviate from that.
Helm, give me strength!
Alright. Now we're rested and we're good. But like I said, the one thing I did screw up, and it's not much of a screw up, but I wanted to do Peldvale first, then Larswood. I'm already pretty close to due for an offload.
With Helm's blessing.
So, I hate to start a new stream with an offload, but it is what it is. Lost, Alex. How are you, buddy? It is good. Pretty awesome ending last video. Yeah, you guys are free to ridicule me as much as you want for that.
And
that
must
was,
defend yourself.
With Helm's blessing.
That was truly ridiculous. My only defense is I think I was getting sick, like apart from the drinks, because like Tiffany and I have both been pretty sick to our stomachs like all week and feeling kind of lightheaded. So like there's something going on there that liquor early in the morning on an empty stomach probably certainly couldn't have helped with, but. Yeah, that was embarrassing.
As you will.
You're longing for death.
With Helm's blessing.
Can I assist you?
The nice thing is she never price drops the bandit scalps. We're gonna be able to afford our neutral Archmagi robes.
With Helm's blessing.
That's pretty great news. Oops. Little misclick there.
With Helm's blessing.
Oh, you like this polo? Thanks. I normally change into...
My honor is my life. As you will.
I normally change into pajamas before I stream.
Why do I live in such a pissant town?
I'm classy like that, but I left my work clothes on today. I also, in my drunken stupor, apparently picked up a bunch of standard arrows I don't need. That's fine. Black Talon Elites drop good stuff. And lastly, We should finally be able to afford the robe of the neutral Archmagi, which Protag is going to love. Sell off his knave's robe. So, even as a mage, I've got his armor class all the way down to 0. That's pretty spectacular.
Why do I live in such a pissant town?
Sell that knave's robe. We still want to hoard money, because
Give me strength!
when we finally do get to Baldur's Gate, there's going to be plenty of stuff to purchase.
As you will.
The manual for Constitution? I think you're right. It was on one of these farm maps, wasn't it? Right, let's go to Peldvale.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
For the glory of Helm!
Reputation's at 12, and yep, Protag's Constitution is up to 19. So I still have the Intelligence, the 3 Wisdoms, the Dexterity, and the Strength manuals to find.
With Helm's blessing.
Alright, to Peldvale. As you can see, we've been here before. This is, very briefly, this is where we found Viconia. Now we're going to explore it properly. Just like Larswood map that we were on. We'll have to fight a bunch of Black Talon elites here. Tiff's headed to bed. Give me a few minutes to go tuck her in. I'll be right back, folks. Alright, everybody. Sorry about that hold up. But here we are. Now, the only thing in my backlog, as it were, is we need to get the Cloak of Protection from the... We need to get Cloak of Protection from the farm north of Baldur's Gate, once we find the Nock Scroll. Alright.
Yeah!
So, let's head south first, so we can find some gold lying around. It's good to be back. Tiffany's not feeling well tonight, so made her a tea, gave her some medicine, put her to bed. Alright, 14, 20, 34, 50. The first little bit of stray gold. Nothing fancy, but we'll take it. Her back is fine. I'm impressed you remembered that it ever had trouble, but yeah, her back's better, which is good. She's just, she's still feeling sick, and I sort of am too. Alright, I'm not gonna fight respawn Black Talon Elites.
Yeah!
That's too much, and frankly, my need for gold is no longer that dire. I'm going to go through several dungeons from the Cloakwood Mine. Well. Okay, yeah.
Yeah!
I'm remembering why I had trouble with these guys, but looks like we're going to have to buff up. So. Try a sleep. I don't think it's gonna work.
My honor is my life.
There we go.
My blade will cut you down to size.
For the glory of Helm!
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rusk!
All right.
You're a queer fellow.
What now, I wonder? A simple task.
The hell you doing down there, Protag? Oh yeah, I didn't rope him in after he cast sleep. It's actually my bad. You pick up everything that needs to be identified. And all the basic gold.
What you want?
You know, and you get the scalps.
Ulcaster?
She's certainly
Helm,
not
Nature's
give me
servant
strength!
awaits.
carrying any splint mail, is she? Ha. Yeah, I kind of figured.
By Helm!
The light!
Yeah!
Burns!
That was kind of irritating. The insistence on making me fight those guys. It's alright, though. Bears! Rack
My
up.
blade will cut you down to size.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rusk!
Yay. Onward. Cover the southern edge of the map first. Yes, Carefree. Protag now has his beefy robe of the neutral Archmagi. I have his armor class at 0, which is pretty spectacular for a character that can't wear armor. Which enemy gives the most experience in this game? I think the single most experience in an encounter is from Eclatech at the end of the Tales of the Sword Coast expansion.
Yep.
Let's have Imoen do the sleep.
My honor
I want
is my
everybody else
life.
in there,
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
fucking them up. What the hell,
I
Imoen?
care not.
I said cast sleep. What the
I'm
hell? Why isn't she moving after I tell her to cast it?
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the...
Helm, give me strength!
That was weird and extremely annoying.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rusk!
As you will.
For the fallen!
These guys are extremely dangerous at range and just really not bad once you get up close with them. I'm perturbed at
You're a queer fellow.
Imoen's reluctance to get in there and cast sleep, though.
Night Singer, give me power.
Yes, O omnipresent authority figure.
By Helm!
Cool one, son.
My honor is my life. Yeah!
Alright. Let's hope we don't have to fight another pack of those. We probably will. They're monetarily profitable, at least. I wish they gave a little more experience for how annoying they are. I been south of Heldvale? Of course I have, it's Larswood. Alright.
Yeah!
Doesn't look like we can push any farther east than this. Let's head up. This looks impassable. Alright. Spiders! Of the giant
My
persuasion.
blade will cut you down to size.
LOL. Get wrecked. Another little random bit of gold. Not a fan of the giant spider, huh? When do we start fighting sword spiders and phase spiders? I think I think we run into those in this game. They become common in the sequel. Yeah, sword spider. Phase spiders aren't that bad, they're just annoying because, well, they phase in and out, so you can't...
For the fallen!
It can be difficult to attack them. The sword spiders are the ones that will absolutely...
Go for the eyes! Go for the eyes!
Get wrecked, bears. No. Let's not. With another Black Talon respawn. Alright.
As you will.
I forgot to say. No, I'm gonna use ranged. It's a little tougher to manage, so I only do it in the fights where I really need it. Especially once we're playing the sequel, I'll use ranged options a lot. Alright, there's that last little random bit of gold I wanted. Here's where we met Viconia. Actually explore to the north now. What do I think of the trailer for System Shock 3? I think it looks, I think the game itself looks good. I don't really like the...
You're a queer
How to
fellow.
put this? I don't like the vibe with like the text popping up on the screen and everything.
My honor is my
For
life.
the fallen!
But the most
Helm,
important thing for me,
Give me strength!
honestly, and of course it'll be more complicated than that once we're actually playing the game and trying to enjoy it, but the
For the glory of Helm!
Shodan looks and sounds incredible. And it shouldn't surprise me that she sounds great. It's the same woman, the same voice actress.
For the fallen!
But she looks great.
My
dude.
blade will cut you down to size.
She already looks so
With
much
Helm's
better than she
blessing.
did in that first mocap teaser. That's true. The Cortex Reaver did look incredibly cool. There's, I guess Bandit. Basic
So I kicked him in
Bandit.
the head till he was dead.
Not a Black Talon Elite.
What you want?
Basic Bitch
By
Bandit.
Helm!
My
the
blade
glory
will
of
cut you
Helm!
down to
So I kicked him in the
size.
head till he was dead. I kicked him in the head till
Yep.
he was dead.
Yes?
Sleep should work on these guys.
My honor is my life.
My blade will cut you down to size.
For the glory of Helm!
Lululul! For sure!
Go
My
for the
blade
eyes,
will
Boo.
cut you down
Go
to
for
size.
the eyes! Rusk!
I do have a lot of views on System
I
Shock.
care not.
It's because particularly when I did that playthrough, oh wow. Okay. Vicky,
Jalcales?
you start a stack of scalps. When I recorded those, if memory serves, there were like 2 other playthroughs.
Helm! Give me strength!
And of course, they weren't nearly as thorough as mine are. So after the release of the enhanced edition and the building hype for Shock 3, there's significantly more interest in the franchise, and I think there are a lot more Let's Plays out
What
there
now, I
that-
wonder?
Back when I first did
Night
it,
Singer,
they're
give
just-
me power.
people weren't playing the game, so
Now, Natha.
I got a ton of views by virtue of being the only game in town.
By Helm!
Where to now?
Vince is the only one who can carry his
Cool
leather armor.
one, son. Full plate and packing steel.
My honor is my life.
Alright, we're probably gonna have to offload.
As you will.
We'll see. Black Talon Elites respawning exactly where,
Yeah!
more or less exactly where the bandits themselves were. That's gonna be a no
Yeah!
from me, dog.
As you will.
Well, no, Carefree, they did remaster the first System Shock. It was released as the Enhanced Edition several years ago. They're doing a ground-up remake of System Shock, the same way they did with Resident Evil 2. That takes years to do right. I don't actually oh, we can get to the bandit camp now. We just unlocked it. Cool.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Yawn.
For the fallen!
As you will.
The only reason I'm doing these fights at all, and I'm entertaining the thought of fighting more Black Talons, is because I really want Imoen's Thief skills back.
Yeah!
Getting her to level 7 as a mage can take a long time. No, they didn't run out of money. They switched engines. They were building it in Unity, and it wasn't working the way they wanted it to. And I think they also had some scope creep. And so they essentially started from scratch using the Unreal Engine instead. Even that has now been probably a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. But they're not but it's important to realize they're not remastering anything.
I must rest.
They're remaking the game from scratch. There's a much more involved
With Helm's blessing.
endeavor
Can
than
I
a
assist you?
remaster is. I have been busy. Take these scalps. I gave the others to Vicky.
With Helm's blessing. As you will.
Or else we literally just had that conversation. Nothing new has been announced, I don't think. They had a September
My honor
update
is with Helm's blessing.
on the Kickstarter page that
Why do I live in such a pissant town?
I read, and it didn't really tell us anything. There's certainly nothing to show. I feel like they would have if there were. Yay!
Helm,
Back to Feldvale.
give me strength!
The company behind the remake, Night Dive Studios, are the ones who own the rights. And they're the ones... Night Dive is the ones remaking the original System Shock. Other Side Entertainment has been licensed to develop System Shock 3. Other Side is the studio headed by Paul Neurath, who was famously the head of Looking Glass, although the first game from Other Side, Underworld Ascendant, was, by all accounts, not good.
Yeah!
But I've read a very apt analogy. Warren Spector, who was behind the original System Shock, as well as the original Deus Ex, Warren Spector is heading the dev team for System Shock 3. And the analogy I've heard is, it's just like how back in the day there were two Ion Storms. There's Ion Storm Dallas and Ion Storm Austin. The bad Ion Storm released Daikatana, and then the good Ion Storm released Deus Ex. The hope is that Warren's dev team goes more Deus Ex and less Daikatana / Underworld Ascendant. Ted! What's up, Ted?
Hello?
Hey there, city folks. So what in the name of Lathander takes you so far from home? We're adventurers. Why don't you tell us about yourself first? We're a band of ravening lunatics. Blah, ha, ha. Or we're farmers. We're adventurers. You're adventurers? I used to have an uncle who thought of himself as some kind of hero. He had the sword, shield, the whole bit, but he got himself killed, see? He was going off to kill some sort of beastie with all of his buddies, but something went terribly wrong. I guess this beastie figured out he was coming and set up a trap for him and his friends. So anyhow, there are him and his buddies trudging through the wilderness on their way to the monster's lair. Then all of a sudden, bam, smack, the monster leaps out and starts ripping off arms and legs. When my pops found his brother, there was nothing left but a big pile of rotting meat. 1. That was a real cool story. You wouldn't by any chance have any advice for us? Some sort of adventuring advice? 2. We have to get going now. Bye. 3. That was the most lame-arse story I think I've ever had the displeasure of listening to. Go away, old man. Option 1. Oh yeah, I have lots of advice about adventuring. If you want to get rich, the best place to go would probably be the ruins at Firewine Bridge. If you want some action, why don't you give back some of that trouble those bandits have been dishing out on the coastway? A hunter we met suggested that we search out the Firewine Bridge ruins for adventure. Oh, we will. It'll be a huge pain in the ass, but we will. Alright. There's one more encounter on this map, and we're just going to clear fog and head down to Larswood. Okay, this is the encounter. So there's a dialogue string with this guy that can get us escorted to the bandit camp. There's an identical encounter in Larswood, and that's the one I'm going to use, so I'm just going to fight these guys. But you can, there's a peaceful solution here that results in you being taken directly to the bandit camp, and you should be aware of that. Riken. It's your choice which hits the ground first, your swords or your heads. Be smart now, and you'll all live to grow wise. You'll not take us alive. As you like it, fools, your children be orphans tonight.
You're a queer fellow.
Sleep the minions, Imoen. Please.
By helm!
Everybody else hit the big guy first.
My honor is my life.
Oh, shoot.
Yes?
Helm, give me
My
strength!
blade will cut you down to size.
He must have some kind of deflection on. It didn't spread out and hit everybody else like it's supposed to. Alright.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go
Die,
for the
minion.
eyes!
What you want?
Rask!
What now, I wonder?
By helm!
Yep.
My honor is my life.
Lilulul! For sure!
I care not.
Helm, give me strength!
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
You're a queer fellow.
By helm!
These
What you
basic
want?
bandits go down easy.
My honor is
I
my
like it.
life.
My blade will cut you down to size. My blade will down to size. Yep.
Oh. I still have to identify it. It's a Warhammer +1. Like others of its type, this Warhammer is blah blah blah. It has also been bestowed with a small number of magical properties, however, thus making it more effective in combat.
I care not.
Oh, not her.
Ulcaster?
You're a queer fellow.
Night Singer, give me power.
Nature's servant awaits.
Helm, give me strength!
Blah blah blah.
We must always strive to be role models to the meek.
There we go. Alright, we've looted that crew.
With Helm's blessing.
Now we just need to clear fog and head down to Larswood. If I can manage it without having to rest, I'd like to. Fog is almost clear. Huge spider. Oh, big group.
Do you want to tell me a story about trollops and plugtails?
now.
Please?
My honor is my life.
Oh shoot, I burned both my sleep charges.
For the glory of Helm!
Lulul! For sure!
With Helm's blessing.
My blade will
Time for a
cut.
bit.
Wood of sharp teeth.
Ulsa?
There we go.
Helm, give me strength! Yeah!
Alright. That's it for Peltvale. Now let's head down south to Larswood. We've already cleared part of. One hopes that we won't have to, deal with too many Black Talon elites.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
My blade will cut you down to size. I know nothing more, so leave me to go.
By Helm! Yeah!
Me kill man.
Good on you if you save the day.
I'm gonna take the gems and leave the rest.
My honor with Helm's blessing.
Alright. Let's make a fresh anchor save here.
Yeah!
And let's start actually exploring Larswood. Finish clearing that fog, and then immediately turn around and clear the rest of the north edge. Oh, shoot. Like talent elite.
Back
Yay.
home, Puffguts would always tell me a story.
Cool
Yes.
one.
Jalcares?
Yes, oh
Helm,
omnipresent authority
Give me
figure.
strength!
You're a queer fellow.
By hell!
LOL, all three went to sleep.
What you want?
What now, I wonder?
My honor is my life.
Yep.
Where to now?
Helm, give me strength!
I care not.
Yes.
Night Singer, give me power.
You've a task?
By hell!
What now, I wonder?
My honor is my life.
Yay, got him. Hey, good night, Carefree. Hey, Petey.
As you will.
Welcome back to the stream. Good to have you as always. Alright. Let's cut over here. The other side of that impenetrable grove. Yeah, there's an encounter here. I don't remember exactly.
It would be
where-
good for you to watch your actions while in this wood.
Asmati.
It would be good for you to watch your actions while in this wood.
Arrogant fools, you return to the very slaughter for which you were responsible. Your blood will soak the ground before I allow any of you to leave. I will avenge the deaths of my brothers. 1. What are you talking about? We've killed no one. I think you're a little addled in the head. Perhaps you should calm down so that we can figure out who really killed your brothers. 2. We killed your brothers. We admit it freely. We drank their blood and ate their spleens. Let's go with option 1. You think your excuses can work on me. I know what you are, what all of you are. Let the wrath of Malar destroy you and your faithless companions. So he calls in a couple of cave bears. Focus on him.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes!
Where to now?
So he held Jahira and Ajantis. That's not good, but I think
Ulsa?
we can take the cave bears with everybody else.
For sure!
This guy shows up with Corsone. We can wait for the hold to wear off, and then we'll talk to him. In the meantime, let's identify this spear. The Backbiter +3. This cursed weapon will appear as a magical spear. However, when a combat situation arises, the wielder will attack an enemy and Backbiter will attack the wielder. For every attack made, Backbiter will attack the foe and also the wielder. This is a powerful spear, but one must ask if it is worth it in the end. The only way that Backbiter can be removed is by a remove curse spell. 3 points of piercing damage inflicted to the wielder upon every successful hit. That should be pretty obvious. That's going to be a no for me, dog. Explains why that guy was so testy, though. Yeah, Protag can carry that. That's fine. I gotta wait for the hold to wear off. Hi, Storbo. It's evening here, but good morning to you. Waiting for that hold to wear off.
Jalcales?
I don't... Yeah, well...
Helm.
Alright.
Give
Now
me
let's talk to
strength.
Corsone.
Yeah.
Civilization seems far, city dweller.
I must apologize for the actions of Osmati. He had lost his mind after what happened here some days past. A group of bandits calling themselves the Chill entered our camp as we worked upon this shrine. They killed and murdered everyone they came across, including some of Osmati's close friends. So, you want to follow this dialogue tree, trust me. 1. Why did you let us attack Osmati? From the sounds of it, you knew him well. The both of you look to be druids. Or 2, thank you for your valuable assistance. It is a shame that Osmati had to be dealt with in such a manner, but there was little choice. Option 1. It's true, we knew each other very well, but there was nothing that could be done. He had lost his mind. I think you can understand that. Sometimes one doesn't have a choice. 1. We understand you don't have to explain yourself. We must thank you again for your valuable assistance. 2. It's rather hard to believe that you would write off a life so readily. Come now, there must have been some other choice. 2. There was no other choice. Do I have to explain myself over and over? Please leave me be so that I may bury my companion. 1. I am sorry for being so rude. We will leave you in peace. 2. So now he's your companion. That's very strange indeed. I don't know of too many people who would go about murdering their companions. I murdered no one. I did what had to be done. All of you might be dead if it weren't for my help. Leave me be. 1. Sorry, we just had to be sure. 2. I think you're lying. I think you wanted our help to kill him. You're just a common killer. 2. You are correct. I did need your assistance to kill Osmati. Thank you for the help. You were wrong about one thing. I am no common killer. I am a shadow druid. I poisoned Osmati and his companions so that we could be rid of their weakling presence. Now we should easily be able to make this land our own. Unfortunately, there will be no room for meddling city folk. It is time for you to feel the fury of nature as only I can administer it. Goodbye. Well, fuck you, buddy.
You point, I punch.
By Helm.
He's worth a cool 1,000 experience.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, that's a marker. Druid Shrine. Need rest. Okay, that's kind of interesting, but not super awesome. Oh, that's right. I already dealt with Tevin and with the Gibberling Horde, so shit, all that's left to do in Larswood is clear the fog. And then
Go for the
we're
eyes,
ready
Boo.
to head to the actual bandit camp. I'm hyped as hell for Baldur's Gate
My
3.
blade will cut you down to size.
I love the Divinity games, and I thought the trailer was all cool. Mind Flayers are creepy as fuck. I'm really looking forward to a game whose story completely revolves around them. Like, I could not possibly be more excited for Baldur's Gate 3. There's one thing I'm not sure about. It's how good the writing's gonna be. But, because it's okay.
Go for the eyes,
in
Boo.
the Divinity
Go
games.
for the eyes.
It's definitely not their
You're a
selling
queer
point.
fellow.
But by the same token, actual BioWare has been so shitty lately.
My honor is my life.
It's not like I'd be more excited if they were making it.
For the glory of Helm!
What you want?
More gibberlings here. La-di-da.
Helm with Helm's blessing.
Oh, it doesn't have a release date, CD. It just got a... All it has so far is a cinematic trailer from this year's E3. Well, and there's some information too. Like, they already said it's not a direct sequel in that it's not a continuation of the Ballspawn saga. That story's over. It's set several hundred years after the Ballspawn saga ended. It'll be a new story in the same universe several years after this, after the events of the first two games. Alright. Almost done. We're still in the Wood of Sharp Teeth. The big forest. And when I get to the edge of the map, someone, I think it was PDF'd how big the world map is, so. The question's been asked a few times, but it's not too hard to take a quick look around the world map, so I'll do that again. Alright, Larswood's clear. Here's the world map. So Olgoth's beard is part of the expansion. The only place up north we haven't been is the actual bandit camp, and the city of Baldur's Gate itself is still closed. You can see we've done all this wilderness. Durlag's Tower is also an expansion dungeon we'll be leaving alone for a long time. And we have the Ulcaster School and the Firewine Bridge. And that's it. Let's go to Baragost. Let's turn in our bandit scalps.
With Helm's blessing.
Yeah!
Can I assist you?
Oh, and somebody asked me, I think in the last stream, which was a bad time to ask me anything, but somebody asked me about Baloth, and I've looked into him, and it's hard to know exactly how to trigger him, but the bottom line is, I've been to all the generic wilderness areas now. They are all clear. So, theoretically, the pace should pick up in terms of actual story progression.
Yeah!
Yeah, our next destination is the Bandit camp,
Yeah!
which will end Chapter 3 once we clear it.
Why do I live in such a pissant town?
That Warhammer +1 is just vendor trash. Nobody wants that. Backbiter +3 gets us 1,000 gold, despite being a cursed item, so it's not too terrible.
My honor is my life.
Yeah!
Yes, there are. You can talk your way in peacefully, which I'm not going to bother doing. Or you can hear where it is and make your way there, which is obviously what I'm doing. We travel to Peldvale, just so I can rest.
With Helm's
And
blessing.
then have a short travel to the camp. I've discovered the bandit camp. The largest tent should belong to their leader, and within it I should be able to find documents that reveal who pulls their strings. Exciting stuff. Mm-mm. Alright. First thing is just to clear the exterior and kill everything we run into. As ever. Oh, hello. I am also sorry you've been missing streams, but if anyone understands real life happening, it's me. I appreciate the hello and the well wishes and the viewership on YouTube. And I hope you can actually catch a stream soon. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Chill, hobgoblins. Ardenor Crush.
My blade will cut you down to size.
You dead and done.
Yep.
Alright, at this point, I'm making the executive decision.
Give me strength!
My
Forward march!
To only bother picking up stuff that's actually worth selling. So, you know, low weight, that kind of thing. Which none of that is.
As you will.
I care not.
Chill touch is decent. And weightless, at least, if nothing else.
Spare no one!
You're a queer fellow.
Like these helmets, these basic long swords, leather armor.
My honor is my life.
Stuff that
My
literally
blade will
only
cut
sells
you
for
down to
1 GP.
size.
It's not worth it anymore. Not worth the hassle.
Do you want to
Please
tell me a
roll.
story about trollops and plugtails? Please?
Helm, give me strength!
There we go.
Yeah!
Get back to clearing fog. Their first little encounter. Yeah, it's not going to be very hard, Petey. We're fairly significantly over-leveled even for the story portions of Chapter 3. There we go.
I know nothing more, so leave me to go.
By Helm!
My blade will cut you down to size. Good on you if you save the day.
My honor is my life.
Cretus.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rask!
Torgos Kosan. No surprise anyone with a name is more dangerous.
My blade will cut you down to size.
I actually want that composite longbow. Oh, just kidding. I thought Ajantis could use it, but he can't. LOL.
Back home, Puff Guts would always tell me a story.
Helm, give me yeah!
Kill his Torgoth.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Thor, save me from the Spider Queen. Night Singer, give me power.
I feel so cold.
By hell!
With Helm's blessing. My honor is my life.
Yeah!
I need to go deal with these minions first. Sniping is no good.
I feel so cold.
Helm, give me strength!
You're a queer fellow.
By Helm!
What you want?
My honor is my life.
For the glory of Helm!
For sure!
Yep.
Helm,
With Helm's blessing.
My
for the
blade
eyes,
will
Boo.
cut you down
Go
to
for the
size.
eyes! Rusk!
I care not.
by Helm!
Everybody focus on this guy.
Yes.
You're a queer fellow.
I need to rest after this, so. There
My
we go.
honor is my life.
Ooh. Full plate armor. Warhammer +1. I think a medium shield +1 and some potions. Alright. Give anything that needs to be identified to Protag. Potion of Fortitude, Constitution 18. Potion of Fire Breath. The Potion of Fire Breath magically transforms the throat so that it is capable of a giant breath of fire spewing forth in an arc. The user does not drink this potion, but instead uses it on an enemy. The effect does 6d10 damage to the target with a save versus breath weapon for half. Yeah, full plate is worth taking along just to sell. Oh, come on!
As you will.
There we go. Just let it end. Let me rest. And save. That's tougher than it had any right to be, but it's alright. There's Tazok's tent. Well, we recognize that name. He's the one who's been signing all those letters we've been reading. I guess that's why we had a big encounter there. That got a little dicey there. Underestimating the named ones, and hell, even the generic bandits. Like, any shooters are always dangerous. Like, you have to get up on archers fast, even the low-level ones. Imoen dropped to 4 hit points. She was pretty close. It's funny though. I always track these things. After I panicked and went ahead and mid-battle healed Viconia and Imoen, neither of them got hit again. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but apparently it would have been fine if I had just left it alone, but better safe than sorry. Well, we cleared the edges. That's good. Skeleton? What the hell? Yep. Skeletons. Go figure.
For the glory of Helm!
For the fallen!
My blade will cut you down to size.
More
Go
skeletons.
for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rusk!
This I did not remember.
My blade will cut you down to size. My blade will cut you down to size.
Ziggy's missing 3 HP. We don't need to save. We don't need to rest for that. We will, of course, save after successfully battling with skellies. Bandit!
Go
My
for the
blade
eyes,
will
Boo!
cut you down
Go
to
for the
size.
eyes! Rusk!
Come get wrecked.
What you want?
There's a chill
Helm.
hobgoblin.
As you will.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rusk!
Yep.
By Helm! For the glory of Helm!
I care not.
My honor is my life.
This is the... I'm hoping this is the
Go
other
for the
one.
eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rusk!
Who was trying to wander in and make trouble for us earlier.
You're a queer fellow.
Helm with Helm's blessing.
Everyone's still in the green. I think we're close now. Cave. There's another bandit. Another pair of them. How the hell does Imoen wind up in front? I have a program to be at the back of my party.
Do you want to tell me a story about
Annoying.
trollops and plug tails? Please?
By
Whatever.
Helm!
For the fallen!
Come get me. Butthole.
I know nothing more, so leave me to go.
My honor is my life. As you will.
Alright. A little bit of fog there. Don't really care. Get this last bit in the middle. And we'll rest again and start looting and exploring interiors. I Are you excited? I am. Hoping we don't run into more skeletons, because that's just annoying. Annoying and feels like a waste of time. 35 experience and shitty loot. Yeah, no thanks. At least the bandits still drop scalps. Alright, the map is clear. As you can see, there's lots of loot here. A lot of it's going to be locked.
Less talk, squeaky wheel gets the kick.
And have Minsk, my lead looter. 10 throwing daggers. Anyone can carry those. Another medium shield +1. That's worth selling. I have no one who can use it. No, we're not getting into that one. It's a wand of fear and some gold, if you're wondering. Some gold. This will be gold as well. Some gold. Oh, come on, Minsk. I clicked on it. There we go. That one is a potion of fire breath and some gold. That's a short sword +1 and some gold.
This forest has a sense of evil about it. Helm, yeah!
Cool! Butt kicking for goodness!
There's some gold. Potion of perception. Alright, bring the party over.
Bye, with Helm's blessing.
Good on you if you... I'm gone.
Kind of what I thought.
You point, I punch. Less talk, more full plate and packing steel.
Not getting into that one. That one is 1 acid arrow and 1 arrow of piercing.
My honor, yeah!
Cool one. Full plate and packing steel.
Tread lightly. You must show respect in nature's house.
That one's just gold. Not getting that one. It's potions of healing and gold.
Helm, yeah!
You point, I punch. Full plate and packing steel.
Scroll of Flame Arrow. I'm pretty sure she and Protag both already know that, so that's just vendor trash. It's good vendor trash, though. Level 3 spell scroll. Potion of
By
Fortitude.
hell! As you will.
We'll put that in Imoen's potion case.
Mail, fetch me something to eat.
That must be a typo. Yeah, all the loot's in the camp.
Less talk, more butt kicking, for goodness!
This one's not worth anything. It's a long sword, a dagger, and some gold. That one's just 35 gold. These are the last few, these 4 right here. There's an oil of fiery burning. Stick in the potion case. Sorry, I know that looting was boring and took a while, but these are the last containers. And there's a potion of heroism. Alright.
My honor is my life.
Now let's rest. And we can begin exploring interiors. We're going to explore that cave first.
With Helm's blessing.
We're going to fight some gnolls in here. Here's Garclax, but you can see the rest of them are already hostile. You come to mock Garclax. Garclax's clan been in cave long enough. Let us out now or die. Why are you in here anyway? We in here because of trouble we caused in camp. Big brawl 2 nights back. You should know that. Unless you not Black Talon. You not smell right. You die.
You're a queer fellow.
Imoen, sleep 'em. Everybody else fight.
Cool.
What now? I wonder?
Orsa,
Nature's
Helm.
servant awaits.
Give me strength! By hell! For the glory of Helm! My honor is my life. Helm, give for
My
the
blade
glory
will
of
cut you
Helm!
down to size.
Go
My
for the
blade
eyes.
will cut you down
Go
to
for the
size.
eyes. Rusk!
My
glory
blade will
of
cut
Helm.
you down to size.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
And let's take out
For
Garclax.
the glory of Helm!
The resist fear
What
and a
you
guardian
want?
gem. Alright. We got through that for the cost of a sleep charge and
By
no damage.
hell! With Helm's blessing.
Oh, well. Let's not speak out of turn. There are 2 portals to kill.
Go for the
glory of
eyes.
Helm.
Go for the eyes.
There we go.
Rusk!
Easy peasy. Good night, Knowles. Alright. Alright, now we got the generic tents to check out.
With Helm's blessing.
Start with this one. Everyone's already hostile.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Just 3 of them.
Yep.
Nothing to worry about. Not even gonna bother
My
with a
honor
sleep charge.
is my life.
My blade will cut you down to size. I care not.
Helm, give me strength. Yeah!
Around in here. $53 gold. And a lock we'll have to try to force.
You point, I bowl plate and packing steel.
Not gonna
By
happen.
Helm!
All that's
With
in
Helm's
there
blessing.
is a pearl necklace and a little gold. Next tent.
Yeah!
A named hobgoblin, Tursus.
You be quiet.
Hello, I'm Tursus. Are you to new recruits? Yeah, that's us. 2? Tursus? Nice name. If you turn it around backwards, it's Susret, you know. Stop that. You're making my brain bleed so much my hair hurts. Susret, what do I need with a name like that? Now here, take this leather armor like you're supposed to and move along, okay? 1, we already have all the armor we need, thanks. Or 2, sure, pile it on. Say, can you tell me a little about this place? Like who pays the wages around here? 1. Don't blame me, eh? It's just a job, okay? The boss says to give everyone leather armor, and that's what I do. Black Talons, chill, it's all the same, right? 1. Black Talons, chill, who are they? You're not with Black Talons or chill? You must be Independents then. Black Talons, chill, all the same, right? But Independents, nobody said nothing about Independents. Better give me all that leather armor back. Black Talons and chill, we be 2 group of bandits. Me chill, Black Talons don't take no hobgoblins. Why would 2 groups of bandits be working together like this? Because the boss says, okay? Like, don't blame me already. Geez, you Independents are a lot of trouble.
Spare no.
I've learned something interesting from a hobgoblin sock boy, though I'm not sure what it all might mean. The bandit camp is apparently composed of 2 separate groups, the predominantly hobgoblin chill and Black Talons, the human faction. What could bring such different groups together, I don't yet know. Money is the obvious motivation, but how much and who's paying it? Whoever it is, they're obviously not short on coin.
You're a queer fellow.
Kill him.
Less talk, more fight.
I'll let Minsk do my looting.
Full plate and fucking steel.
Five searchable containers. Gold. Hey, we got it. A long sword and a short sword. No thanks. And a tainted oil of speed. We've seen that before. Next
My
tent.
honor is my... Yeah! As you will.
This one down here. There's no way into this one. Yeah, I don't need to rest yet.
So I kicked him in the head till he was dead.
Not. I don't like the looks of ye, I don't. 1. Nor do I like the looks of ye, but it's better than a face of pulpy mush, now don't you think? 2. What you like or do not like is hardly my concern. I'd just like to know a bit about this place. 1. Are you threatening me? 1. Are you kidding? With a face like yours, it's a compliment. 2. Keep your voice down, and my next move won't be a threat. I want to know how this whole place is laid out, and I want to know it now. Gulp. It's a bandit camp. Tents here, tents there. Ain't got no damn geography to it. 2. Then make some. Which one is Tazok's tent? The big one in the northeast part of camp. Alright, I've got what I want out of you. Don't suppose I can let you live, though, can I? Living lips tell tales, they say.
For sure!
Loyalty in this camp runs about as strong as the iron they're stealing. With a little encouragement, I was able to get one of the bandits to disclose that Tazok's tent lies in the northeast part of the encampment. If I'm to learn anything in this infernal place, I can only hope it will be there.
What you want?
Cool one, sir. Squeaky wheel gets the kick.
This is getting pretty basic, but that's okay. Get a potion of fortitude. I should say another potion of fortitude, because we've already...
You point. Butt kicking for goodness.
Gold and a dagger. And an empty.
Helm, as you will.
Alright, next tent. This one, I think. Yes.
As you will.
Less talk, more fun. Squeaky wheel gets the kick.
A ring. Ooh, unidentified. The Iron Thorn. Cursed ring of slight monsterism. This wrought iron band is pitted and stained as if by acid. Between the two thorns formed by the band, a crude lump of silver on its head suggests the image of a skull against a black field, perhaps the symbol of Merkul, Lord of Bones. Charisma -4 changes the wearer's appearance to that of a zombie, may only be removed by a remove curse spell. Yeah, it's gonna be a no from me, dog. Potion of healing. Gold. And gold.
By Helm, yeah!
Next 10.
Yeah!
So Ardenor,
Cool ones. Butt kicking for goodness!
Ardenor Crush was the leader of the Chill. He did. No problem.
My honor is mine, as you will.
That chest has a scroll of Fireball and a scroll of Web in it. Those are actually worthwhile items, but Talgaz Kosan was the leader of the Black Talons. I already killed him, too. Time to head to Tazok's tent. We are almost done. Let's rest up.
With Helm's blessing.
There's a big fight inside.
Yep,
What the
I've
hell are
done
you
had
doing?
enough of this.
Alright. Everybody
Helm,
rest.
give me strength!
We're gonna buff up.
By Helm!
Anything for you? Protection from evil might actually be useful.
Yes, O omnipresent authority figure.
I pity you for your short lifespan.
Where to now? Yes?
You point, I punch. Less talk, more fight.
I care not.
You've a task?
I am born of a noble race.
Vicky captured
What now, I
spear.
wonder?
My honor is my life.
You're a queer fellow.
Shah is a goddess of conviction and purpose.
Where to now?
Helm, give me strength!
What you want?
Imoen's got everything she can do.
Nature's servant awaits.
Might as well do resist fire and cold.
By Helm!
Yes, O omnipresent authority figure.
I'll go where you wish if you keep me from the accursed sun.
My honor is my life.
Just waiting on the Jantis' last protection from evil.
Helm,
Alright,
give me strength!
we're fully buffed. Let's
With
roll.
Helm's blessing. With Helm's blessing.
Everybody rush the mage.
Sorry, friend, but you've got a date down under.
I don't care who you are, no one's to enter Tazok's tent under penalty of death. And come at me, for I have no intention of turning back. You're dead, little worms.
Yes?
Magic missile the mage. Both of you.
Yep.
Who wants some?
By hell!
I care not.
What now, I wonder?
Ender Sigh. Alright. We've got Hacked, Riddick, Raymond.
You're a queer fellow.
Where to now?
Let's try Raymond.
My honor is my...
For the glory of Helm!
Helm, give me strength!
Now we'll hit Riddick.
What you want?
No, not sleep. Flame arrow.
By Helm!
And Hacked. Last
Yes.
one. It's remarkable
Yep.
just how insanely powerful my party is when I buff up.
Go for the eyes, boo! Go for the eyes!
What now, I wonder?
I care not.
Alright.
My honor is my...
Now we're free to loot.
Where to now?
Back home, Puffguts would always tell me a story.
Spell Thrust. That's a new one. I think we're gonna give that to Protag to scribe.
Yes?
Darts don't sell for anything.
You're a queer fellow.
Actually, I'm pretty sure throwing daggers don't either. I don't know why I bothered picking those up.
What now, I wonder?
Alright.
Helm, give me strength!
Fight's over. Let's survey our spoils. Mainly just need to scribe Spell Thrust. Level 3, Abjuration. Range 25 feet, duration instant, casting time 3, area of effect 1, creature saving throw none. When this spell is cast at a target creature, it will dispel all of the spell protections of 5th level and lower. This includes the following spells: Minor Spell Deflection, Minor Globe of Invulnerability, Spell Immunity, and Minor Spell Turning. The target's magic resistance, if any, does not affect this spell. It's pretty good shit, and that is why we quick save. It's a handy one to have. Handier than Minor Spell Deflection? I don't think so. Mage Robe of Fire Resistance. And the Dead Shot +2. Longbow of Marksmanship, the Dead Shot. Driven by years of rivalry, the Dukes of Spandelian and Delfuntal decided to organize a private contest that would proclaim the better archer between them. Both boasted the power of their magical bows, but that wasn't enough for Edwald d'Este, Duke of Spandelian. He arranged for the theft of his opponent's bow, and on the day of the advantage he couldn't help gloat in his advantage. On the day of the contest, he couldn't help gloat in his advantage. The Duke of Delfuntal, known only as Raymond, demanded demonstration of Edwall's skill on a scarecrow that he had placed. Edwall Dest drew his longbow and released the arrow with determination, not stopping to think how uncannily the target resembled himself. The missile split the large voodoo doll's head in twain, and at that moment Edwall's head did much the same. So Thaco +3, damage +2. This is better than the composite longbow +1. So that is going to be Mint's new ranged option. Composite longbow is still good for selling. All right. Look around.
As you will.
First, let's talk to Ender Sai.
Troubled times are upon us.
It's time then, is it? Not yet. That it is. Time for what? Explain yourself. My execution. What do you think? You're not with him, are you, though? No, I'd smell his rancid breath on you if you were. 1. You're right. We're not Tazok's lackeys. What's going on here? Hi, you're not. Well, this whole place is dirty to the core. That's what's going on. These aren't your ordinary bandits. They're part Black Talons and part Chill. Chill being a demi-human band, mostly hobgoblins, and led by that creepy smart one, Ardenor Crush. There be others elsewhere, like that priest Mullahay sent to poison the minds of Nashkel. Set himself up as a kobold god returned, and legions of the brainless, barking fools believed him, ready to do his bidding till death do they part. 1. Mullahay's dead. He was working for Tazok, I understand. Question is, who's Tazok working for? That's the trick, see? Crush and Torghaz Kosan, leader of the Black Talons, both think he's getting orders from the Zens, and Tazok doesn't do much to discourage that particular line of thinking. But the Black Talons and Chill are bandit groups, see? They fly the trade routes, avoid the cities, and that's where they go wrong. I'm from the gate, and I can tell you dead as leather that the Zentarim aren't behind this. 1. How can you be so sure? A desire for silence isn't the only reason I wear soft-soled boots. I wear them so I can tell whose toes I'm treading on. I didn't mess with no Zentarim. I picked my enemies, and I messed with one group and one group only, the Iron Throne. And right as rain, here I am as Tazok's personal prisoner. You do the math. 1. The Iron Throne. Where can I find them? Tazok's been making regular visits to the Cloakwood, so that's where I'd start if I were you. There's some documents in that chest that might be worth taking a look at, too. Now go step on some toes, alright? You can tell them Ender Sai sent you. Things grow darker here, darker than I thought possible, a hidden base in the Cloakwood. In Tazok's tent, I came across a prisoner named Ender Sai. If he speaks true, and I suspect the documents in Tazok's chest that he mentioned will show he does, the bandits are being played as pawns by a power group called, tellingly enough, the Iron Throne. Tazok's orders are coming from some base of theirs within the Cloakwood, and I have little doubt that it is there that I must journey next if I wish to peel back the next layer of this mystery. Something still seems very wrong in this. It haunts me, dancing endlessly along the periphery of my thoughts. What it is, however, I know not. Alright, loop 10 now.
Food ones! Butt kicking for goodness!
We'll leave the chest for last. Massive amount of gold. A potion of magic blocking. Yeah, I've seen that before. Wasn't sure, but I have. And last, the chest, which I don't think is going to be locked.
You're this way.
Let the Imo and loot it. Oh. It does have a lightning bolt trap on it. Hit a Jantis. Okay. So we got some gauntlets. Protag will need to identify. Well, actually maybe Imoen will. Legacy of the Masters. Gauntlets of weapon expertise. Highly sought after among novice warriors, these items were once the property of the royal family of Threskull. Imparting a portion of the prince's legendary skill, these gauntlets grant the bearer mastery over all forms of weapons. The majority of their many previous owners seem to have come to bloody ends, though. The gloves grant the ability of experience, but not the wisdom. Thaco +1, damage +2. All right. These are going to go on Pro Tag. Oh, he's...
Yes. Yeah.
All right. The bracers of defense AC 7 were no longer making a difference, so they'll go down to Imoen. AC 7 is better than AC 8. So her armor class drops by 1 until she gets her thief levels back. And then we'll give the Dale's Protector back to her. In the meantime...
What now, I wonder? Of course, yeah.
Stinking Cloud and Burning Hands. Imoen doesn't know Stinking Cloud yet.
What you want?
We'll let her scribe that. Annoying. Thank you. Need to replace any of my current level 2s? No. The buffs are much more valuable.
I'm gone.
How'd she get slowed? Oh. That's just for sale, so.
You're a queer fellow. I've done had enough of this.
And what about Agonizer's Scorcher? Oh, she doesn't know that yet either. So let her scribe that. And lastly,
what you want?
We got 2 documents.
This way.
Let's read them. Tazok, I hope that everything moves along smoothly. I have written to give you instructions from our superiors. I have been told that a small band of mercenaries might cause the Iron Throne some trouble in the future. You are to ensure that they don't live to upset our operations. Obtain the services of the assassin Nimble. He should serve you well. Devaorn. We already killed him. Tazok, I have noticed that your shipments of iron have slowed of late. It is imperative that we receive another ton of ore. Step up your raids and get a shipment to our base in Cloakwood within the next week. We need to stockpile as much ore as possible before our ultimatum is given. Also, Saravok wants to know what has happened with the band of mercenaries. Have they been killed? You had better ensure that they have been, as Saravok will not take kindly to any other news. Devaorn. All right.
Mullahay and Tazok have proven to be nothing more than puppets. The true master of this unfolding mystery continues to elude you.
End of chapter 3.
One thing is certain. Someone has taken a very personal interest in seeking your death. Though why, you are not sure. Your search for answers continues, and the foreboding Cloakwood Forest is your next target.
We can have another dream now, too. We will at our next rest. The investigation of the bandit camp has directed me to Cloakwood. It appears there's a competing iron mine hidden somewhere deep within the forest.
My honor is... Yeah!
I don't think we can rest inside. No. That's it for here.
As darkness falls, your mind drifts back to events past, and to triumphs well-deserved indeed. A fortified camp secluded and guarded from the entire coast, and it is naught but easy pickings before your guile. All manner of bandit and brigand move about here, but you may as well be invisible amongst them.
I love the dreams.
Your recollections are interrupted by a powerful gust of wind, lifting you high above the camp and woods both. Your arc crests in the high morning sun, and for a moment you are as a bird, free from your duties to those below. With unseen hands, the earth reasserts her hold on you, and suddenly you feel less like a sparrow and more like a catapult stone. Without impact or fanfare, The ground accepts your passage and does not strike back. In a moment, all is black, and for all you know, you have descended to the very core of the world. The rock around you illuminates, and a cavern slowly takes shape. Though you can see no more than a few steps ahead or behind, stumbling forward, you find yourself face to face with yourself. Before you is a likeness in stone exact to the smallest detail. A voice in the darkness accuses you, even as it seems amused. Such pride undeserved, great predator, when your whole being is borrowed. Credit where it is due, and dues where payment is demanded. A dagger of bone flies from the blackness and strikes the statue square. It cracks slightly, but the pain you feel is as though you were rent asunder. You were made as you are, taunts the voice, and you can also be broken. You fall backward into the void, and do not come to rest until morning wakes you.
Yeah, creepy. Alright, so our reputation is good, so we got the good ability. We got a slow poison.
Helm, give me... Yeah!
Alright. So next up is to head to the Cloakwood. It's my closest exit. North edge, I think. Alright. We're going to offload, and then, even though we don't have our thief abilities back yet, we're going to start Chapter 4 by heading to Ulcaster. But we're not doing Ulcaster tonight. We're going to offload, head to Ulcaster, and call it good. So, first,
with Helm's blessing,
let's head to the Jovial Juggler. We're going to get a 3-point reputation boost from Officer Vi for clearing out the bandit camp and stopping the raids, which is pretty nice at this point. It'll take us from 12 to 15. Still haven't found that crucial knock scroll. The only thing, thankfully, still the only thing I really need is the Cloak of Protection. All the rest is just money loot that I don't care that much about. Alright, let's talk to Officer Vi
As
twice.
you will.
Can I assist you?
First thing is to sell her all of our bandit scalps. One last time. Then if we speak to her without any scalps in our inventory, she will leave and we'll get that reputation boost.
Can I assist you?
Thank you, Travis. Your efforts have not been in vain. I just received new orders from the city. My contingent and I have been asked to return there and make our reports. You will figure prominently in them, and I assure you that our accounts will be favorable.
Must rest. I have a bad case of armor, chief.
For taking care of those bandits, I think Officer Vi will put in a good word for me with her superiors in the Flaming Fist. Oh, we only got a 1-point boost. I thought it used to be 3.
Camaraderie.
That's alright.
Adventure.
With
And
Helm's
steel on steel. The stuff of legend. Right, Boo?
So Cloakwood's over here. But we're gonna clear out some of these other named areas to kick off Chapter 4.
I must rest.
Do our offload first. Pretty good timing. 10:30 here. It's about bedtime.
We follow the righteous path, the path of Helm.
Yeah, it turns out a little better when I don't get shit-faced in the first hour of the stream. I don't feel like fighting skeletons.
As you will.
Come on. I'm sure he's already gone by now, but thank you for the well wishes, Alex. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I didn't want to talk over the dream.
Surface dwellers can be so stupid.
My honor, with Helm's blessing.
Why do I live in such a pissant town?
Alright, here we go. Because we don't really need to carry those letters anymore.
Helm, give me strength!
We're practically drowning in gold already, and we don't have anything left to buy. Go figure.
With Helm's
Alright.
blessing.
Last little bits. Let's go to Ulcaster, just to get on the map.
Camaraderie, adventure, and steel.
Alright, let's rest. So we can avoid fatigue. And this is where we're going to end this episode. So like we should have done Saturday, we are now ready to launch Chapter 4. We're going to explore Ulcaster and Firewine and then head for the Cloakwood. And we're going to do that on Saturday evening. I hope all of you can join me there. To those of you who joined me live on Twitch, thank you so much for being here. If you're new and you enjoyed what you saw, I hope you will hit that follow button so you can see when I go live in the future. If you're watching later on YouTube, if you enjoyed the content, please hit like. If you didn't, please comment and tell me why. And if you want to make sure you don't miss anything and you have trouble catching streams, I hope you'll subscribe to the channel. All of my content eventually makes its way over there, even the embarrassing shit like my last Baldur's Gate stream, and subscribing ensures you won't miss anything. Finally, regardless of the platform you're on, I hope you will consider joining our Discord. The link to do so is in the Twitch channel description and or the YouTube video description. The Discord is where I make official channel announcements. It's where we discuss what you'd like to see me play. It's where there's a fun, growing community of people who love video games just like you and me. My fairly ambitious weekend goal is to get all the way through Chapter 5. So that would be Ulcaster, Firewine, Cloakwood, and the entire city of Baldur's Gate. It's pretty ambitious. Probably won't happen, but it might. I do have a lot of time. So hope to see you all on Saturday. Watch the Discord for the exact time. Like I said, I've got it scheduled for 5 right now, but I am probably going to wind up starting earlier than that. Just depends on how the babysitting gig goes. See y'all Saturday. Have a good couple days.